4 years, but time to learn about turnaround.
An area for no schools with groups in turnaround. Now, notice on that last one, I didn't say no schools in turnaround. Currently, we don't have any schools in turnaround. We have schools that have certain groups that are in turnaround. And I like that because it's targeted. And so we know exactly which groups we need to focus on in order to get those groups out of turnaround. I'll talk a little bit more about that.
A turnaround school is one that has student groups performing below state standards.
At the September 10th, 2024 Board of Education meeting, he said no schools in turnaround. And now at the January 21st, 2025 Board of Education meeting, he says no schools with groups in turnaround.
If we have schools with groups in turnaround, then yes, we do have schools in turnaround.
Then there you can see that our different TSI and our different schools that have groups in turnaround. And I believe the other thing, the definitions are in your board packet.
TSI targeted support and improvement. ATSI additional targeted support and improvement. CSI comprehensive support and improvement. Springboard schools designated every 4 years, beginning in the 2025 to 2026 school year. Elevate schools designated every year that Springboard schools are not designated.
What would the Board of Education and district leadership look like today if we knew in 2024 what we know now?
I bet the leaders that lost us millions wouldn't be there.
Maybe we'd even have governance. Of course, because we'd have 3 different people and new leadership.
Attention.
So this is no schools with groups in turnaround. You'll see that there's no 24-25 data. That's because we just don't have it. And so you'll see there we are. We started 22-23 with 15 schools. We actually added 15 schools. We've added 3 schools with groups in turnaround. So we now have 18. You can see the schools that added: Dugway, Sterling Elementary, and 20 Wells Elementary. Dugway School, I'd have to dig in further. I don't know if it's the elementary side or the secondary side. One of the things that makes this goal so difficult is the fact that some of these measures are year by year. Others are a 3-year rolling average. And so it becomes a little bit tricky to monitor them. However, the nice thing about it is each school that has a group in turnaround, that becomes part of their school improvement plan. They have to, and they work with their area director on how we're going to address this and how we're going to get these groups out of turnaround. Some of the groups, just so you know, English language learners is a popular one. Students with disability is another one that we have, and then grad rate can put a school in turnaround, and we have, or put a group in turnaround, and we have one of those schools.
In 2022 to 2023, they are aware of 15 out of 27 failing schools, and the leadership says nothing. No transparency. In 2023 to 2024, they are aware of 18 out of 27 failing schools, and again, the leadership says nothing. No transparency.
And for me to understand as well, if I'm moving to Tooele County, and if I pull this up and I see that, looks like my children will go to Overlake, but they're on a school turnaround, right? The groups in turnaround. Would that cause me as a parent to say, no, let's not have my children go there? Is it that kind of a thing, either a perception or a reality? Those aren't
it
always
could be
the
a
same.
perception. Obviously, that could be a perception. The hard thing about this is this goal is no school with groups in turnaround. When we look at, say, Overlake, that may be, it could be just one subgroup of all the students at Overlake. So the school itself, if that one subgroup, say, is students with disabilities, if that subgroup did not meet the threshold, and they get put in as a group in turnaround, then that's a school that has a group in turnaround. It's not the whole school necessarily, but it's that one group. But again, I tend to agree with you. Unfortunately, even though it's one group, you still see the whole name of the school. You don't see just the one. Now, we do have a couple of schools up there that have two. I don't think we have any more that have three in them, but we have had with three different groups because there are multiple different groups that can be in turnaround. So again, that is a good point perception-wise, because again, you're looking at you see the full school's name, even though it's not the full school in turnaround.
Do you think they're not talking about it because it's the elephant in the room? Although it is downsized. Well, my friends, until we meet again, so long for now.
Stay tuned for next time, Toxic Leadership Behaviors, Part 1. Ponder this. Why were the BOE meetings not flooded with turnaround talk over the last 3 years? Lack of transparency and accountability?
Vote 2026.
Do not reappoint toxic leadership.
And that's all, folks.
Your support could really make a meaningful impact and promote positive change. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Gross Truth. Let's stand together and make it happen.